Good morning, gentlemen. Today we have selected a new topic for you, that is AI revolution, artificial intelligence revolution. Before coming to artificial intelligence revolution, we would like to know what is artificial intelligence. Basically, artificial intelligence is the ability of the computer systems to perform the task like human beings, which require human intelligence, learning, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. If the computers are able to perform the duties like human being, having typical intelligence of human being, that is reasoning, intelligence, logic, problem solving, then we are addressing the computers as having artificial intelligence. And these machines are also able to perform like human beings. So if we try to understand the examples are that in your houses you have today Siri, Alexa, service chatbots, self-driving cars, which are available in the foreign countries. Experiments are going on these cars. So these are narrow AI, that is narrow artificial intelligence, video games, personal assistants. These are the narrow intelligences. And what is general AI? That is the strong AI. That is hypothetically AI which can perform intellectual tasks like human beings, such as generate new data from text prompt, text, images, audio, video, and code, etc. So their applications are in health education, transportation, and various fields. So the AI technology brings major benefits, but without ethical guidelines, it risks reproducing real-world biases and discrimination. So the AI in general is used in All India Institute of Medical Science for collating the data of the patients and giving it to the doctors for prescribing the medicine. Similarly, it is available in the banks for the fraud detection also. So now we would like to come back to our own topic, that is AI revolution. First of all, we would like to share the screen with you, and then we will cover this topic. So coming to the point, of AI revolution, we would like to show you the presentation on AI revolution. So this is the presentation on the AI revolution made for you. Try to understand. AI revolution means it is new reading and writing. It is new reading and writing. What is literacy? Literacy means reading and writing. When India got independent, there was 12% literacy in India in 1947. Now India has got 75% of literacy. So this literacy of reading and writing was the requirement for the industrial world. AI literacy is the requirement of the future generation. As we were able to combat the challenges of the industrial world, and we knew reading, writing, and speaking, which led to the industrial revolution in our country also, as well as in the various parts of the world. Therefore, AI literacy is the next challenge for the future generation. Reading and writing led to the economic activity, that is the economic progress. Once the industries came up, there was economic progress, political participation, and technological progress was also observed. Reading and writing improves economic, social mobility, and global competition. If you know English language, you pass IELTS test, you will be given admission in the foreign universities. And if you know if you pass the foreign language test, you will be getting admission in the American universities also. Besides, you should have some kind of formal education, that is 10 plus 2 with good marks. So reading and writing brings more chances of economic improvement, social improvement, upward mobility in your life because it increases the global competition. So AI literacy is essential for next generation. Why it is necessary for the next generation? Because whatever the methods of learning, teaching, performing tasks which we observe today, they are going to be obsolete with the next 1 decade or 2 decades. You may have less number of books. You'll be depending more on internet, more on e-learning methods, and even the banks have also shifted to the digital mode of functioning. So therefore, our economy has also shifted to the digital economy. And today, the transaction of money is in just simple numerals, that you want to pay 3,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, you can pay through Paytm, UPI, etc. So these kind of changes you are seeing yourself. So AI literacy is going to be very helpful to the future generation. It is in our workplaces, classrooms, banks, courts, entertainment choices. By entertainment choices, now you switch on the TV, you go to the Netflix, you go to the G movies, or you go to the Amazon, any channel you want to listen, watch. The choices are available to you. They are not just sticking to the news or to just song programs or movie programs. In other words, AI learning is new reading and writing. Now what happens in artificial intelligence? There are two type of persons. One is the creator and one is the consumer. By creator, I mean to say those engineers who have got intellect, they create the artificial intelligence, and rest of the public, rest of the general masses, they consume the artificial intelligence. Computational skills were introduced as a subject in Columbia University in 2000, which was equivalent to math, problem solving, abstraction, and solutions in computation logic. So this subject proved to be a great asset to the American universities, which was initially thought that this subject has got no relevance. But with the passage of 2.5 decades, this subject has gained more popularity, and it is an added strength to the artificial intelligence. Human AI collaboration, not as passive users. So there should be collaboration of the human being. Human being should become co-pilot in the artificial intelligence, and he should not just be a passive user of the artificial intelligence. Question is whether the new AI, artificial intelligence, will reshape our economy. Definitely, it will reshape our economy. Today, we are fifth in economic power in the world. But tomorrow, if we learn these methods of AI learning for the all category of the people in our country, we are definitely going to reshape our economy. Ability to interpret, critically examine AI-generated concepts. Human beings should have ability to interpret and critically examine AI-generated concepts. Ethical implementation in automated decision making should be there in the AI learning. Capacity to design, apply, create, solve real-world challenges and problems. This is the requirement of the AI. What are the real-world problems? The real-world problems are that we need to drive the cars without drivers. These this may happen a reality in the future. Recently, there were tests on the driverless car in the Los Angeles. Initially, it passed the test, but later on, it met with an accident. So, retests are going on driverless cars. So, AI learning is not just limited to coding, it must engage critically, productively. India has to change role from service provider to global innovators. What does it mean? It means that today India should have intellectual wealth, wealth in terms of investment in the AI learning, and then we should change from skilled labor provider in software revolution to global leaders, to global innovators. If we become global innovators, we are definitely going to achieve for reshaping our economy. So India has to change its role from service provider to global innovator, from world's backdoor office operation, skilled labor provider in software revolution to artificial intelligence revolution. Investment is required in intellectual capital. So how we were backdoor office operation we were doing, because you see that there was a large number of banks in the United States. We used to function during the daytime, and in the evening in Gurgaon, Bangalore, and in case Mohali, these computer labs used to do the work of the um, work left by the Americans in their banks, and we used to finish that work. So we have been able to provide the labor for software revolution. But that is not sufficient. Now time has come that India should invest in terms of intellectual capital, in terms of entrepreneurship. Our entrepreneurs should come forward. They should invest in wealth. Homegrown leadership should come out, and research and development should be carried out in AI learning. So how it can be done? How it can be done? AI education should be made compulsory for all, and it should be a fundamental right that everyone should get the AI learning. Artificial intelligence learning should be made compulsory, and it should be the fundamental right of all human beings who are living in India to acquire knowledge of AI learning. K2 to 12. K2 to 12 means kindergarten to 12. It should be made compulsory. Rural, urban, government, private, rich, poor, masses. Everyone should get hands-on on artificial intelligence. Practical AI learning labs should be created. Investment in data learning, workforce skills should be made. So it should be our national AI literacy movement. It should be our national artificial intelligence literary movement. It should be sponsored not only by the government, businessmen, educator, civil society, but it should be by the masses. We have to unlock this lock. We have to unlock this lock, that is a lock of artificial intelligence learning for next generation. For next generation. Now, how AI has come into our life, we would like to have a brief glimpse of it. So you know that Alexa and Siri are functioning in our home. Alexa and Siri are functioning in our home, and we have got the robots. We have got the drones which are functioning on coordinates. These drones are used in, you can say, in number of areas for fertilizers, throwing into the fields, for sending bloods, and for all kind of activities where transportation is required. So this is a picture of Atal Tinkering Lab. What do you mean by Atal Tinkering Lab? Atal Tinkering Lab. The Atal Tinkering Lab is the laboratory provided in the Kendriya Vidyalayas. These schools are known as PM Shri schools. By PM Shri school, I mean to say Pradhan Mantri School of Rising India, where computers have been provided, microprocessors have been provided, and tools for AI learning are available. This is how the children from 6th standard to 12th standard come to AI Tinkering Lab. They engage in innovation. They participate in the computers, electronic activity, and it is for them to digest the new concepts of AI learning and come out with the some kind of innovation, which is through AI learning. Similarly, ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, has also acquired 100 schools and they have provided AI laboratories to them. These schools are well equipped with AI laboratories and children are learning these AI learning concepts. Now, how Army is using AI learning in fields. AI learning in fields. Now we are coming up with the next photograph. Army has used robotic mules. So these robotic mules are capable of carrying payload of 12 kg and they are used in high altitude areas. They are used in high altitude areas where they carry 12 kg of payload. Basically, mules were used in high altitude for logistic purpose, that is carrying of ration and petrol and your water as well as ammunition. Troops used to accompany these mules from A point to B point for logistic supplies. So this is how mules have been developed and these mules have been acquired. Robotic mules have been acquired in large number and they are being used in army for logistic purpose. Then we have got robotic dogs also. Army is employing robotic dogs. These robotic dogs are used for the purpose where they can guard the physical assets. By physical assets means they can guard the quarter guard, they can guard the ammunition stores, they can guard the explosive areas, they can carry on perimeter patrolling, and they are used in chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, explosive areas. They are also used in chemical, biological, radiological, explosive nuclear areas, CBREN, that is the short term for them where they are used. So we have talked about the robotic mules, we have talked about the robotic dogs, we have talked about the Atal tinkering labs, we have focused on AI learning labs, which have been established by the ISRO in 100 schools. So therefore, now the requirement is that we should have large number of AI laboratories and the purpose of the AI laboratories will be to give education on AI learning to all kind of human beings, whether they are technical, non-technical, in government or in business, rural areas or in urban areas. No one should be spared from this kind of AI learning. So this is in nutshell, we wanted to talk about the AI revolution, artificial intelligence revolution. So in the end, again, I would like to say that kindly find out that how AI can be used ethically. Artificial intelligence can be used ethically. There have been two meetings at the world level, one in France, that is Paris, and one in England, that is London. And these meetings were attended by our Prime Minister also. So the question or food for thought is for you is how AI can be used ethically to enhance human capabilities, to spare more times for the human capabilities, for making more creativity on the earth and increasing the production and reshaping the economy. Thank you. Jai Hind.